Good morning.
Good morning. The Committee on Parole is called to order. The time is 8:57. Members of the panel today are Mr. Alvin Roche, Mr. Pete Freeman. My name is Tony Marabella. I'll be acting as chair. Our remote location this morning is at David Wade Correctional Center. Would the staff at David Wade please introduce themselves?
Good morning. I'm Deputy Warden Michelle Dozot. Prison Harbor classification.
Colonel Malcolm.
Thank you very much. Our first case is going to be Mr. Marcus T. Clark. Mr. Clark, would you please introduce yourself and give us your DOC number?
Marcus Clark, 618-959.
Mr. Clark, let me explain our process to you. First, I'm going to read some information into the record. Then we're going to conduct a parole interview with you. At the appropriate time, we will let those persons who wish to have input have their say. Here today on your behalf is your sister, Lakeitha Wynn, and your mother, Linda Clark, both of which will be speaking on your behalf. Once we finish the hearing, you'll have an opportunity to say whatever you'd like to say to the board before we vote. Do you understand our process?
Yes, sir.
This is the matter of Marcus T. Clark, 618-959. Date of birth, August the 30th of 1983. He is a third-class offender. He has an adjusted good time date of October the 18th of 2024, a parole eligibility date of October the 18th of 2023, and a full-term date of April 17th of 2031. He is serving a 10-year sentence on the charges of possession of methamphetamines and possession with intent to distribute marijuana. Mr. Clark, is that information basically correct?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Clark, your case has been assigned to Mr. Alvin Roche. Would you please answer any questions he might have?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, Mr. Clark.
Good morning.
Mr. Clark, you're currently 39 years old
Yes, sir.
and you're a third felony offender. How long have you been incarcerated?
2 years and some months.
So basically at 36 years old, you were convicted of your third felony.
Yes, sir.
And all of your arrests deal with drugs. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
You have a problem, don't you?
Yes, sir.
The problem is drugs. And are you a drug addict or are you a drug pusher?
A drug pusher.
So you're telling me you've never used drugs?
Maybe once or twice.
Sir, and today, to be honest, have you ever used drugs over
Yes.
a long period of time?
No.
And which drugs did you experiment with?
Marijuana.
And you've not experienced with anything stronger than marijuana?
No, sir.
And how long did you use marijuana?
Maybe a year.
So tell me why you would sell drugs to individuals, because apparently you know the damage it does to individuals and society as a whole. Why would you sell the poison to other people?
I made some bad decisions.
We know you made bad decisions. Why did you sell it?
Fast money.
Asthma. Okay.
Fast money.
Have you ever held a full-time job since you're 18 years old?
Yes, sir.
What did you do?
I worked at Wooders Knighton and Dietary. I worked at Family Dollar as a cashier.
Okay, and you had a job, but you still needed to make fast money. Why?
I lost my job. at Family Dollar.
Why did you lose your job?
She just took me off the schedule. She never gave me an explanation.
Now, tell me about the programs that you've completed since you've been incarcerated.
I've completed reentry. I'm currently enrolled in anger management and parenting and living in balance.
Assistant Warden,
Yes, sir.
do you know exactly how many good time credits he has on the books? My record shows 0.
He has, doesn't look like he's earned any as of right now. He did complete reentry recently, which may not have been applied to his, credits yet. And he's, like he stated previously, he's currently enrolled in the 3 courses that have not completed as of right now. 2 of them are gonna be completing soon.
Okay, so basically, he's gonna get 180 days for pre-release, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
And he's probably gonna get 90 for anger management, probably 60 or 90 for parenting, and 180 for living in balance.
Yes, sir. And the living at balance is not scheduled to be completed until around October. Mr.
So-
Rodak.
So basically, when he finishes living in balance, it's a good time date is gonna roll back to October 2023, and he'll be an automatic release.
Yes, sir.
So what I'm gonna do, Mr. Clark, is I'm gonna let you finish. I won't deny you this morning. I'm gonna let you finish your programs. If you finish all those programs successfully, you'll be out, at the same time your parole date is October of 2023. You understand what I just said?
Yes, sir.
So your good time date is gonna meet up with your parole date, and you're gonna get out at the same time.
Yes, sir.
My incentive is, I'm gonna deny you. Now you have to finish those programs and work hard and try to get as much as possible. So when you are released, you'll be equipped and hopefully we won't see you again.
Yes,
Okay?
sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Roche. We'll hear now from your sister, Miss Lakeitha Wynn.
Yes. I would just like to say that my brother is not a bad person at all. Honestly, the selling drugs part was just a quick money. When Family Dollars got robbed and, he lost his job or whatever. I know he does regret it. And again, I mean, he's graduated high school. He's a good person. I mean, he has 2 kids. They really miss him, look up to him. And, in life, we've all made bad decisions. But, I've been telling him, like, this the last time, you get another chance. We can't go back down the same path. We got to do better. And, he's been telling me about his classes that he's taking. And, he's just really been focused on trying to better his life. And I believe him, and I want him to better his life so that he can come home to his family.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Now we'll hear from Ms. Linda Clark, Mr. Clark's mother. Ms. Clark? You're on mute, ma'am. Could you unmute your microphone?
Now,
Thank you.
okay. Yes, I'm his mother, and he is a good person. He finished high school, and like his sister said, on when he got robbed, he lost his job. So fast money, everybody made bad decisions. So and he do have the 2 kids, and they love him, and all of us miss him. And we'll be glad when he come home. So I'm sure that he regrets everything that he's done, and he don't want to go back.
Thank you very much, Ms. Clark. We appreciate your comments. Mr. Clark, is there anything you'd like to say before the board votes?
I know I'm not coming back to jail ever again. Whatever y'all decision is, I appreciate it. And
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Roche?
Mr. Clark, my vote is deny your request, and it's really not a denial. It's based upon the proximity of your good time date. When you finish all the classes you enrolled in now, your good time date will be almost exactly as your parole date. So therefore, you'll be getting out at the same time. Good luck.
Thank you, Mr. Roche. Mr. Freeman?
I concur with Mr. Roche. Take those classes, Mr. Clark. Pay attention, learn from them. You are a third offender. You don't want to be a fourth because you're going to be looking at more than 10 years. And let your family help.
yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Freeman. Mr. Clark, I agree with my colleagues. Although it's a denial, it really is a win because you're going to finish these classes and you'll get out on your parole eligibility date. So good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are adjourned at David Wade. Thank you very much for your help there, staff. Time is 9:09.
I find it interesting that they sometimes don't push back when, he says, I've experimented with it, but I don't really do it, and I'm just a dealer. And it's interesting, but they do seem to, I don't know why they pick and choose, but sometimes they push back and they say, you're lying to me. And in this case, it was just like, well, if you're going to play it that way, then let's ask, why is it that you're going to be dealing if you yourself know not to use? I don't know why sometimes they take different approach to the hearing, but I also don't understand. I mean, I'm just not good enough at math, but if his parole date is the same, well, I guess what it is. So if they were to have granted him today, he would get out at that time, not immediately. I think that's what it is. But if now he has to take his good time programs, the points add up where he will get out at that good time date without them granting him. I think that's what happened. So if they granted him today, he would get out at that date. If they don't grant him and he doesn't finish the programs, then he doesn't get out. He doesn't get paroled. He has to do his full time. But so they're basically saying, you know what? We'll leave it up to you. Finish these programs and you'll just get out. Anyways, with that, I'll let you go.